Welcome to Maryland Budget Mandates 101, your guide to what a budget mandate really is. Let's begin. Maryland's budget process is different from other states. The governor is the only elected official that can appropriate the funds. While the legislature cannot add any funds to the operating budget, they can only cut funds. So we keep using this term. But what is a budget mandate? While the General Assembly cannot add funds to the budget, the Maryland Constitution allows the General Assembly to require the governor provide a minimum level of funding for specific programs in the budget. This is what is referred to as a mandate. In addition, sometimes the federal government will require the states to fund specific programs, also called a mandate. Some examples of mandated funding include education funding, healthcare, public safety, environmental protection, and more. Time for a quick kitten break. Let's review what we've discussed so far. When politicians use the term mandates, they're talking about the minimum required funding levels for essential state programs such as K-12 education and Medicaid. Contrary to easy talking points, mandates aren't wasteful or fraudulent government spending. It's simply the minimum level that the state must spend on these incredibly important programs. This is important. Minimum funding levels provide certainty to Maryland residents who rely on state spending so they know that their schools will be funded, police will be on the streets, libraries will stay open, and health care provided. Simply put, mandates aren't scary. They're how taxpayers can be certain that the government is paying its bills on time on critically important priorities. So what would the state budget look like without these mandates? Well, not literally a dumpster fire, but a lot less predictable and with a lot less certainty. Without mandating minimum funding levels, the governor can arbitrarily determine what programs to fund and for how much. It would mean that instead of following formulas that look out for the best interests of Maryland residents, funding could change upon the whims of whoever the governor is at the moment. Look, governing is hard without vague attacks on scary words like mandates, without explanation of what it is. Good governing requires a collaboration and specific plans of actions, not vague plans. If the governor believes that there are specific mandates to cut, he should present them, and doing so could allow for an honest debate on these important issues.